Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're doing a side-by-side comparison between the two biggest phablets on the market, and that is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus versus the iPhone 6 Plus. So between these two products, we're going to go through every single category and see which one really is better for you. Alright, let's get started. Now, the first comparison, we always go over the look and feel of the product. Now, the iPhone 6 Plus has been around for a year now, so we have gotten a little bit used to this design for the 6, and the 6 Plus really was just a bigger version of it. Now, it was really great at the time, and the overall look has definitely been good, except for these antennas on the back and the overall just really big bezel. There's a reason what's astonishing about these two phones is that the Edge Plus is going to be a smaller phone, even though it's a bigger screen, 5.7 versus 5.5. And that's where you really go to the look of the Edge Plus, and it is gorgeous. Lightest, thinnest phone in this size, and it really just screams elegant. Samsung has really stepped it up this year, and although it is rare, I would say that yes, Samsung definitely does take the look and feel in these category. Now, you might say when it comes to feel that the iPhone doesn't have the edge screen, which can be a little bit difficult to hold, but the iPhone's curve really doesn't make it that great to hold either. Both you're going to put a case on to hold well so it doesn't slip out of your hand, and in this case, the Edge is definitely the better all one for look and feel. Now, when we take a look at web browsing, the very first thing we take a look at is the screen. On the iPhone 6 Plus, you have a 1080p screen at 920 by 1080, having a 401 pixels per inch. However, on the Edge Plus, you have a 2K display, or Quad HD, coming in at 2560 by 1440, giving it a 518 pixels per inch. Now, not only do you see that the Edge Plus is going to be lighter, thinner, and narrower, but it's also going to have a better screen ratio, and this is because the iPhone just has big bezels in comparison, so you get a really good amount more screen size in comparison between the two. Now, let's see how they actually do at a web browsing comparison. And the Edge Plus finished, and there the iPhone did. So about a 2-second difference, not too big. Now, moving back and forth. Both seem to do it well. Pinch to zoom. Works well. Good overall. Let's see if we can do a double tap. Overall, the double taps move well. So really, overall, these two are really great at web browsing. Although the Edge Plus did finish slightly quicker, it's not always a constant. It sometimes depends on the website and how much they have loading. So overall, yes, the Edge Plus did finish a little bit quicker, but I think you're going to have a great web browsing experience on both these devices. No lag really whatsoever. Alright, let's see which one really is better when it comes to the speaker and music playing back. So the bottom speakers are both on the right sides, and we're going to compare them now. So we're going to be playing the same song first in the iPhone 6 Plus and then on the Edge Plus. Alright, let's start off.
The curtain goes down, I remain the same. But all that money don't equal the price of fame. From LA to New York, Seattle to the Bay. West overnight flights to Oahu, getting late. Y'all go down in Vegas, they know where we stay. Last show in Cali, headed out to the Staples. I was a boy with a dream in the clouds. Now I'm sleeping first class, got a bed in the clouds. Hit my pops to pick me up, and he said he was proud. With a beanie.
All right. Now that we compared that music quality, you can see that overall on the speaker playback, the Edge Plus was slightly better when it came to the iPhone 6 Plus. Now, again, this is a really close one, but overall, every time we've compared it in different genres of songs, the Edge Plus is just a little bit better in terms of sound quality than the iPhone 6 Plus. Not to say the iPhone 6 Plus is bad, but you can definitely hear the improved quality on the Edge Plus, especially on a continuous basis. Now, these are both phablets after all, so you want to watch a lot of movies on them. Netflix, YouTube, everything you can think of, you buy these bigger screens so that you can watch your entertaining videos. But which one's better at it? The iPhone 6 Plus is right up at the top, and the Edge Plus is at the bottom. Let's take a look and see which one does better. So, hopefully, you guys can see, but it really is no contest whatsoever. The Edge Plus just outputs a tremendously better screen, and simply because it's an LED screen. LED are superior for watching movies in every way. Brighter, better color, better contrast, and it just displays better. Certain colors like emerald green, for instance, LCDs cannot produce whatsoever, whereas LEDs can produce no problem. So that's why you see, especially in greens, is such a huge difference between the two. So yes, when it comes to which one would you rather watch videos on, easily, it's the Galaxy Edge Plus. Alright guys, this is the camera comparison between the S6 Edge Plus and the iPhone 6 Plus. So with these two, we're going to compare low light, color reproduction detail, and selfies. So let's go right into it. On the top, you have the iPhone 6 Plus, and on the bottom, you have the S6 Edge Plus. And really, with low light here, we tapped the building on each phone and then took the photo. Both on automatic, all of the settings were as is out of the box. And we found something different here. First of all, this street was completely dark. So this, for picking up the iPhone on this was really good, the fact that it picked it up. However, it couldn't do the same with the building. The building just does not look as nice on it, and you can see pixelation right away, even on the trees, just even from this far zoomed out. So even with seeing the entire photo still, you can already see pixelation just right away. It cannot handle really well low light. If you try to zoom in to see the numbers, they are very blurry and you really just cannot make them out. However, on that same image quality, when we go to the Edge Plus, first of all, you can just see the building a lot better than you can on here. On here, it just really can't make anything out, whereas this one, you can see the whole building really. Now, because of that, you do get a lens flare, so it is important to note that there is a lens flare on this one, whereas the iPhone really doesn't have one, but it was just able to pick up more light, and the fact that you can zoom in and pretty easily see the number on there. Not to mention that just a bit more detail on this tree, and it doesn't get pixelated till you have to even zoom in more. So that is definitely a standout about the Edge Plus compared to the iPhone 6 Plus. All around, the low light is continuously been better on the Edge Plus, and it's a wider aperture and just does a much better job for the low light quality on the photo. Moving on, we go to detail. And with detail, we can zoom in on both. First of all, the iPhone always just kind of doesn't produce the right color of my walls. So it's just always kind of multiple shades, whereas this one just gets the color just right. But now as we go into the detail portion, you kind of see just the difference between the two. First off, on the Mario Kart and 32 gig, both do a good job, but you can just see a lot more detail in the 32 gig here compared to on the iPhone, where it's a bit more fuzzy in comparison. Now, also, when we look on the iPhone, we can see that the lines aren't really showing too much. You can kind of see the line in the middle, but you really can't see the line on the top and bottom on this one. And then when we zoom in to that On the Edge Plus, you can just clearly see each of those lines, and it just does a better job with black and just showing how the detail really comes out on this picture versus the iPhone one. Now, when it comes to the games, you can see them on both, but really, especially with the PS3 section, you can just see how much clearer the Edge Plus is going to be in details. Now, I try to make this as fair as possible. I tap them both right here on both phones to get a better overall comparison, but no matter what, it's going to have more megapixels, which will give you more details. So for that reason, yes, the in details, the Edge Plus will take it as well. Now this one is color production. For some reason, the iPhone likes to change my carpet color. I don't know why, but it likes to do it. So right away with here, though, you can see a big difference in the shadowing between these two and just the depth of it. The Edge Plus just gets a much better job of the shadowing behind the Taboo and behind the Family Feud than the iPhone 6 Plus does. Just not as sharp and just definitely more defined here. Now, in terms of color production between the three, iPhone actually didn't do bad. I would say it actually even did the Taboo one a little bit better than this Edge Plus did. Just having a two-tone be much better. However, when it comes to skin reproduction, this one, the iPhone 6 Plus did well in comparison here, but then we go to the last color, which this one has a lot of color on it, and really you just see the difference of shade right here as where these two colors kind of blend in together. You can definitely see the difference between those two colors right here on the Edge Plus. So overall, in terms of color reproduction, they're both pretty equal for the most part, for the iPhone not getting this, but getting this one right, and the Edge Plus getting this one and this one right. So overall, I would call it a tie between the two, except for that carpet. I just don't know why it does that to the carpet. And finally, the selfie comparison. So first of all, it's a big, huge difference in terms of the camera with selfie. Now, obviously, that will change on the next iPhone, but for this one, we still had to compare it. So overall, when it comes to the selfie, it really just is a huge difference on the Edge Plus and the iPhone 6 Plus. The iPhone 6 Plus cannot beat this comparison, where it is a very hard one. You get a lot of noise on here on the dark end, and you get the staircase completely washed out here. And then on the S6 Plus, though, you can see you have a lot more detail on this side, and the stair railing is perfect on here. You also get a much wider shot. One thing that's not going to change on the next iPhone is they don't have a wider angle shot, but here you just get more in your shot, which is just nice, especially if you have a lot of friends and you can just see more. I mean, you can even see the bottom of my shirt here, whereas here you can see the character. So really all around, much better selfies on the Edge Plus. So when we go through them again, low light, the Edge Plus definitely edges out the 6 Plus. The details are much better on the Edge Plus, easily, just with finer details, more megapixels. And with color reproduction, actually both do a very good job. So we'll give that one a tie. And then finally, the selfie comparison, the Edge Plus definitely beats it. So overall, the Edge Plus is going to win when the camera are compared on both two models. Now, when it comes to gaming, really we're starting to see a bigger and bigger trend of games coming out at closely the same time. You can see the new top games are on both platforms. And really, both play games very well. There's no stuttering, lagging, or any kind of downgrading quality on either of these two for their respective platforms when it comes to gaming. For that reason, when we go to iOS and Android, we generally give it a tie if it's going to be a great gaming experience on both, because on iOS you do still get some games early, and on Android it's the far superior one for emulators playing gaming systems of old, such as Super Nintendo, PlayStation, and others. So overall, between the two, both are going to be great gaming devices, and we'll call this one a tie. Now, when it comes to battery life between these two, this is where iPhone has always had a particular lack in. And that's just because apps just seem to drain the iPhone more. As we look even on the internet browser, it just substantially more. And even the screen being on and the internet browser doesn't add up to what Safari has went through in just a few moments. So really it does drain a lot quicker. And we've had these, although this one's been off the charger for a little bit less time, we had these both at about 95% when starting off this review. And as you can see, the Edge Plus has maintained its battery life, whereas the iPhone 6 Plus has drained a lot quicker. Now, we use these almost identically, except for maybe 5 more minutes on the iPhone 6, but still that doesn't account for that much of a drop. And it's well documented that Apple just has this issue. When we compare Samsung to iPhone differences here, we can easily see that the Edge Plus is the longest battery life, whereas the iPhone 6 Plus is about 3 hours less in comparison. So yes, overall, you're going to get a better battery life with the Edge Plus than with the 6 Plus. Now, when it comes to the extras category, well, neither has a lot to offer, really. They both have built in storage, they both have it for the same price, and there's not really any extras. The S6 Edge does have the Edge capability, but some people don't even see that as a capability because they don't use that features. So, for that reason, I will call this one a tie, just because really none offers extras that the other doesn't have. Now, you could go to some of the software extras like split screen and other things that Samsung has, but really each have their own software extras that people will like. So overall, we will call this a tie because really you're not getting anything extra between these two devices at the same price. Now, when it comes to price point, there is something we have to keep in mind here. The iPhone 6 Plus comes in 16 gig variant starting off, whereas the S6 Edge Plus comes in a 32 gig variant for that same price. So you have to keep that in mind when comparing these two. On the iPhone 6 Plus, you're going to be paying $749 altogether, whereas on the Edge Plus, you're going to be paying $779. So it's a $30 difference. With this, I'm actually going to call it a tie. The reason is because although yes, you do get essentially the same thing, you don't exactly get the same thing because it's half the storage. Typically, if they were the same price, of course, the Edge Plus would win. Typically, if they were not the same price but they were the same storage, then the S6 Plus would, the 6 Plus would win. So overall, you have to call it a tie just because really, just for $30, you do get double the storage. For that reason, we will call it a tie because the iPhone 6 Plus, you get 16 gigs, whereas the Edge Plus, you get 32 gigs with double the storage for $30 difference. So for that reason, we're going to call this one a draw. All right, let's add them up and see who won. We had a lot of ties here, so it's kind of interesting. The S6 Edge Plus definitely is the better look and feel between the two. It's just unique and well-designed phone. When it comes to web browsing, it's going to be a tie because both are good performers when it comes to all your web browsing needs. When it comes to music and movies, the Edge Plus has the edge when it comes to sound quality and screen quality, just giving you a better overall entertainment device. When it comes to camera quality, it easily was the Edge Plus, by far better for selfies, and it's going to be good all around for all of your regular taking needs. Now, when it comes to gaming, both are great devices for all of your gaming needs, so you're going to be happy with either or. When it comes to battery life, the Edge Plus is going to take it just for having the overall longer battery life, continuously being 2 to 3 hours longer than the iPhone 6 Plus. And then when we come to extras and price, well, you don't get much extras, and the price is debatable because the iPhone 6 Plus is $30 cheaper, whereas the Edge Plus is $30 more with double the storage. All right, when we tally all those up, we get the S6 Edge Plus. These both sound too similar, and that's annoying. So the S6 Edge Plus is going to be the winner overall between the two, and also winner. Overall, it's really just the better overall phone for all of your entertainment needs. If you want to watch music, movies, have a better battery life, and a better camera, well, then you're going to want to go with the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like, thumbs up down below. It's been RICKY, the Android Guy.